I'm Jennifer, and we're still working on the sports bra. This is video 7, so we're coming close to finishing this up. Today we're going to be putting the zipper into the garment. We're going to be attaching the zipper to the center fronts. We're not clean finishing it yet, but we're going to get the zippers in there on both pieces. And I'll show you how to line it up. And then just a few more videos after this. So the next step is to apply the zipper. Now I have both of the samples that I did, one with the shield and one with the tab. And it's really done the same way. Now I did notice that on this one, I have it opened. This one down here, I actually stitched it with this closed, and this will actually not work because we need to sew along this edge. So I'm actually just gonna take out this little bit right here so I can flip that in the other direction. And then I'm just going to need to kind of secure that a little bit. Okay. I got that overlock out. Would have been easier if I had done a straight stitch, but yeah. So this actually would have been better had it been sewn like this. So for the sake of this, I will end up fixing that. So what we want to do is we want to have the zipper like this. It's going to fit on this side. This side is going to be facing up, and the other side is going to be the other side. Now, I didn't put my stopper on here. The other video actually shows me put the stopper on here. I am going to do it with thread this time, because it's more likely that you're going to have, you may not have the tabs for the top. Now I did get some of them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to ship them with all of the zippers, but I suppose if you place a request with your order to have the stops, I have silver. I also bought black, but it says they're plastic, and I really don't know how that's going to work. So I'm going to play around with those and see if I can get them to work, but if you do need a tab from me, you can just ask. So what I'm going to do is between the top two teeth, I'm just going to take and kind of do loops in between those top two teeth. So I'm just going to leave that one there. I'm going to grab, see, I bought a bunch of these from Wawac because that's all I've been able to get my hands on. But these ones are the size 5, so you can actually place these at the top and just do a stop. It's going to be difficult there. Likes to move around. And then you should just be able to pinch that on there, and that'll keep that stable. So that seems to work, one with the thread and one with the other one. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Now at the top, I am going to kind of pin it to the side. Now I probably should have removed a couple extra of these, but I think that this will be fine from where we're going to be sewing it. So I'm on the right side of the zipper, and I'm just pinning this down. Of course that didn't. There it is. Okay, I'm going to separate my zipper halves. This one's going to go over here. So this one, I'm going to line up. Now we want to make sure, before I do that, let's take a quick look at our waistband. I'm filming. Take a quick look at our waistband, and we want to make sure that the zipper is not going to go past the fold. So I'm just going to kind of stick a pin right at that fold so we know that that zipper cannot go past that. So I'm just going to open this up, and then I'm going to, since we want it, sorry, the other wrong side, pinned here, we're going to line it up here, and we basically want to have it centered so the top will be covered and so will the bottom. So this can kind of come all the way down to the bottom if need be, and this one can come all the way up towards the top. Now the idea of having it folded back here is so when we sew the neckline, it doesn't get caught in the neckline. And so I'm just going to go ahead and take this over to my sewing machine and sew this on. And we want to sew this as close to the teeth as possible. Okay, so we have the zipper attached, and it's all going to end before this, but we know that the bottom is still going to get covered and the top is also going to get covered. So when we do the neckline in the next step, we'll be able to completely clean finish the top. Now on the other side, I just sewed through my nail. So we have it looking like this. The zipper, remember we folded it down on the top, so the zipper needs to sit like this. So now what I'm going to do here is we want to also find the fold over here, making sure that we don't want to stitch past that fold. So pinning it right at the fold. We can then take and pin this over here. Now we want to make sure that the ends they end at about the same spot. So they should, I think I started it, so that tip of that fold is right at the tip. And so you can always hand base these. I know zippers like to move around quite a bit. I know I have had multiple issues with working with zippers, especially invisible zippers, but this is not an invisible zipper, so it makes your life a little easier. And then we just are lining these edges up. Piece there. Okay, now I'm just going to go with my zipper foot and get as close as I can to this side. Okay, so now I can take that pin out and we can just give this a little test. Make sure we didn't sew too close that we can't get. That's right, this one's a funny zipper. This is not one of the ones I'm actually carrying. This was actually just one I had laying around. And they should, if we have sewn everything correct, the tops should line up, and it looks like this got a little bit scrunched on here. So I'll probably have to go in and fix this a little bit for when I get the neckline going. But in general, that's going to cover the top. This one's going to cover the bottom. So that is it for getting the zipper in.